Hi, you guys. So, I was just talking to I wasn't just talking to one of my clients. This happened quite a while ago, but it had me thinking. I was just watching a video on the channel Kidology, and there was something there said about how theory doesn't necessarily always apply in practice. Now, granted, she was talking about political theory and I think economics. No, just political theory and I think relationship theory of how things work in relationships, whatever. My point is, she was talking about how things don't necessarily, they're not as easily, theories are not as easily implemented in real life. And so I was just thinking about how I spoke with one of my clients, and I was just advising him on how he could potentially use tarot cards to for example, okay, so let's say you're a fashion designer and one really practical 3D application, because some tarot readers are very 5D. They're really about spiritual awakening and ascending and high vibrational things, and some tarot readers are very practical and 3D, and what should you do to make your YouTube following grow or whatever. And I was just telling him that tarot cards can prompt become a creative prompt, a creative prompt for creative workers. So I've seen tarot readers do, for example, creative prompts to help people with a creative block. And I was just telling him that tarot cards can even help fashion designers. So let's say you pull out the Emperor card. The Emperor card would signify, masculine, strong lines and bring back the shoulder pads. Just kidding. Of course, don't bring back the shoulder pads. That is a terrible idea. Masculine lines, strong lines, strict lines, that kind of thing. And the Empress would be something like florals, neutral colors, down to earth colors, earthy, kind of loose patterns. Whereas, let's say the Four of Cups would be something je ne sais quoi, something effortless, something that seems effortless, or something that signifies je ne give a fuck pas. So, for example, clashing of leopard print with plaid or tartan, or polka dot and I don't know, giraffe pattern or whatever. And let's say the Five of Cups would be something like let's say, recycling an old look that you kind of regret, but you don't want, let's say you made a purchase and you had buyer's remorse, and the outfit turned out to be not a good fit. The cut wasn't very flattering, so you want to kind of what's that word, you want to kind of alter it to make it a better fit. So I don't know, I feel like I'm cheating my client by giving them this advice without ever trying it on my own, because it was just a theory. So I am going to use you, my subscribers, and whoever is recipient of the algo magic. Okay, whoever comes. Oh, I'm really sorry for the filthiness of my laptop. I promise I exercise better hygiene in other aspects of my life. But okay, if the algorithm magic brought you to this reading, then this reading is for you. And let's make this reading all about, I'm sorry for the weird setup, but I'm in the middle of work. It's actually a deadline day, and as per my bad habits, I always end up doing something productive to procrastinate on the main thing. That's basically how I get stuff done. I procrastinate by being productive in something else that I procrastinated on. Okay, why do these... Okay, I'll stop now. Bottom of the deck is the Emperor. Okay, so let's say this is my client, this is my boss. Strength. Okay, so maybe I am giving my client good advice. So we've got 4 piles here, so let's use the elements. If you're a fire sign, this is you. If you are an earth sign, you get pile number 2. If you are an air sign, you get pile number 3. And if you are a water sign, this is pile 4. Okay, so let's see. This is your fashion slash style advice for the rest of the year. If the algo magic brought this video to you, this is meant for you. This was it is the 5th of September. It is the 5th of September. Okay, and so if you pick pile number 1, oh, okay, this is proving harder than I thought. I don't know, guys. I'm actually doubting myself right now. I'm actually really doubting myself right now. I told my client that you can use the tarot for extremely 3D uses, such as fashion advice or fashion designer inspo, but I am absolutely stumped. Or maybe this is because I'm not a fashion designer. Actually, that might mean that, okay. Ooh, this is hard. This is poke holes in your clothes. Ooh, I know what this is. Wear ripped jeans. If your jeans are starting to look rippy, because you see this denim color. You see this denim color and it's getting rippy. Yeah. So ripped jeans, wear ripped jeans. And a combination between those ripped jeans and oh, because you're a fire sign, right? You're a fire sign. And look at how, and fire and water. So I'm getting a clash of 2 styles being put together. So something that a fire sign would normally wear, something fiery, something daring, something bold, combined with something flowy, something soft, something feminine, because this is water energy. So I'm getting something flowy. You see how the you know, these little waves. So I'm seeing kind of tools, silk. So wear ripped jeans, which is edgy, very fiery, combined with something soft, something flowy, something feminine, maybe pastels or neutral colors, beiges. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Crazy hair with something soft, pointy shoes. Okay, well, that wasn't so bad. I guess it can work. Okay. So if you chose pile number 2, if you're an earth sign, okay, your fashion advice, your style advice for the rest of the year is, oh, this is very kind of, this isn't very physical advice. This is advice about your thought process. So this is telling me that you need to stop giving a shit what other people think about what you wear and just focus on what your heart wants, because this is the Queen of Cups, this is the Queen of Hearts, and she is, look at how intensely she's looking at this cup. The cup is the Holy Grail. This is the heart. So listen to your heart and stop giving a shit what people are saying, because you're of, okay, especially if you're a Taurus, because Tauruses are all about self-esteem and self-worth. And I'm getting here that sometimes you feel Taurus is about personal finances, and this is cerebral energy. This is about logic, and this is about feelings, and you get your feelings hurt because people have cutting words about what you have to wear. I don't see any pentacles here, so I don't see you as being a particularly, well, that's a weird thing to say about earth signs. You don't particularly care about, for an earth sign, earth signs are usually really care a great deal about material things, but I get you don't. For by earth sign standards, you don't care that much, and you are more logical. You might have a lot of air placements in your chart, and so you're very logical in the way you handle your wardrobe, the way you develop your style. So for example, let's say you're the type of person who will own the same style of shirt in multiple colors because it's a good cut and it's a flattering cut on your body. That is one thing I'm getting. So for example, let's say I found a pair of skirts, skirt shorts, those shorts that look like tennis like tennis skirts. I have a couple of those, and because they are flattering on my body, I decided to buy them in multiple colors. There's also this A-line short that I have, these pairs of dress shorts. I know that's weird thing because people say dress pants and dress trousers to say trousers that are not denim. But I bought them in shorts and they flatter me and they're very comfortable. So I purchased those in every single color and pattern available. You make cerebral kind of decisions like that. You're not somebody who follows style. You have your own style. You don't follow trends. You don't follow fashion trends, and your idea of fashion is your personal style. So that's what I'm getting from you. And people's words, people's commentary on what you wear is starting to get to you. Which, if you're a Taurus, I'm a Taurus rising, so that kind of gets to me. My Taurus rising is very sensitive, okay, because my moon is also in the second house and it's in Cancer. So what people say about what I'm worth, I take rejection in the audition room very, very personally. I try not to do that anymore, but I used to be that way. I totally get it, but these cards are basically saying you do you. They're not saying, oh, you should do masculine lines, you should dress fiery, you should wear leopard print. This isn't or tiger print. That's not what this is saying. Queen of Pentacles, wear florals or whatever, or don't spill wine on your wedding dress. Why did that come out? I have no idea. Be careful if you're about to get married. Do not spill wine on your wedding dress. That's probably something I saw on a video for Charlotte. Oh, never mind. Anyway, but that's the you don't get practical advice. Okay, so that means I gave my client bad advice because I painted it like you could just give people inspiration on what patterns to wear, on what cuts to wear, and here we don't get that. We're getting more kind of like emotional advice, emotional support for being more confident on your style choices, your fashion choices. Oh boy. I need to have a talk with my client as soon as he returns from his trip, because I feel like I just gave him bad advice. I mean, granted, he hasn't, yeah, okay. I mean, it was unsolicited advice, to be fair. He didn't specifically hire me to be a consultant. I just threw the idea around, and now, okay, well, since I wasn't hired as a consultant and I was just being a smartass, now like it's much easier to take back something that you said as a smartass to somebody rather than something that you said because you were hired to think in those lines. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, I'm not feeling very optimistic now. But if you are a fire sign, air sign, why did I say fire sign? Ooh, somebody is going to revamp the entire wardrobe. Wow. Okay, so you think your wardrobe, I'm not saying that Virgos are boring, but Virgos, you went from pristine, clean-cut outfits of neutral colors. Why am I getting that you fell into the whole beigey, white, minimalistic aesthetic trend? And now you're regretting it and you just want more color. During this Mercury retrograde, okay, I am filming this on, I just saw 1331. So 1331 are mirroring, they're mirroring numbers. It's too late. It's 1332 now, but I was just going to tilt my camera so you could see. 1331 tells me that you're looking in the mirror a lot. You're spending a lot of time looking in the mirror. Yeah, that's one thing I'm getting. And this is filmed on the 5th of September 2022. So we're going into a Mercury retrograde, and the Magician card here is astrologically associated. Just let me have a sip of my coffee, because you know I have Sjogren's syndrome, and that makes my mouth really dry. Oh, and I was just telling this man, I was this guy I'm talking to, how I've I've just I've just gotten the flu twice in a 1.5 month span. So this Mercury retrograde is really hard on me. Oh, and Hermit energy is health energy. So don't stress yourself out. Don't be too hard on yourself. Okay, so the Magician card is astrologically associated with Mercury. So what I'm getting here is that potentially during the Mercury retrograde, you've decided to either dig up old clothes if you haven't thrown them out already, or you regret throwing out your clothes during an extreme declutter. Because okay, I just saw 1333. 1333 3 times 9 10. Yeah, you regret going all in on the decluttering. You wish you hadn't done that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. So yeah, you wish you had never done that. You wish you had kept your more colorful, patterny clothes, is what I'm getting. And you want to change. But what, okay, oh, this is bad news. Okay, so the purpose of me doing this whole reading was to test whether or not you could actually use tarot cards to give sartorial advice. So advice on fashion, to give inspiration for fashion designers, for example, or give you ideas of what to try. Fashion wise, style wise, and I am again not really getting anything here. Well, I did get something here. I'm getting going from clean cut, neutral, minimalistic colors to going really colorful and floral and just really active wear. Also, I'm getting kind of what's that thing called when you wear athletic wear? Athleisure, to wearing a lot of athleisure with floral print. Okay, that's working out. Okay, that is working out. But what the Wheel of Fortune here is advising you to do is next time, don't follow extreme don't follow such extreme trends. And I'm sorry if this doesn't apply to you and if you didn't apply extreme trends, but fashion waste is a problem. People throw out their outfits so easily, and it's kind of scary how in the Western world, especially in developed countries, it's just kind of really weird to me how easily people just bring things into their home and then throw them out. I don't know. Maybe it's a lack mentality from me living in a developing country, where I see people who on a daily basis, I see people who would love to have what I have. So either if I can't give it to them, then I'm not just going to throw it out. Okay, I live in a city where there's no official recycling kind of a recycling what would you call that? There's no official recycling system. I've lived in all over the place. I've lived in Europe, I've lived in the Canadian border, and usually there's a system where you place certain types of rubbish, and then the city helps you process that. And I've traveled to Japan, and Japan is so neat about those kind of things. They're so tidy. And here in Indonesia, I actually spend a lot of time sorting my own rubbish, my own non-organic rubbish, and it's just I don't know. I'm just rambling. But if you are of an air sign, maybe that's going to resonate with you somehow. Yeah, just don't throw your outfits so easily. Do something about it. Do something creative about it. Alter them. Repurpose them. Give them to donate them. I don't know. Just don't get rid of your clothes so easily, because air signs are tend to really think things through. Is from what my understanding is that there's a thought process but behind anything. You're not typically impulsive, but yeah, that's the advice. Okay, so we did get some practical pattern and style and design advice from pile 1 and pile 3. Okay, so this is turning out to be a really weird experiment. Pile 4. Ooh, okay. Um, Mercury in is this a good thing or a bad thing? This is Mercury in Aquarius, and this is the Empress. And like I said, this is feminine cut, flowy dresses, loose dresses, back to nature, neutral colors, floral, feminine outfits. Even if you're male, even if you're biologically male, this card is telling you to embrace your feminine side. Don't be afraid of wearing colorful, kind of florally, typically for women. Hell, wear a dress. I don't I don't care. If you're a dude, just wear a dress. Yeah, the cards are saying just wear a dress, wear a headdress, wear a headdress. What? See how how my middle finger popped out? Look, wear a headdress. Wear a headdress, and if anybody says otherwise, tell them to fuck off. Wear a headdress, roll around in the, yeah, go back to nature. And post it online, because this is Mercury in Aquarius. Fly your freak flag online is what I'm getting. Also, don't overthink. Don't overthink. This is Aquarius and Mercury. It's a lot of thinking. Don't overthink. Just go with the flow. See, go with the flow of this little waterfall in the back of the Empress card. Number 3, number 6. Oh, you're afraid of people in the 6th house, in your direct work environment. You're worried that if you be yourself, that people are going to judge you at the workplace. But you can still do whatever you want in a social setting, among your friends, among your peers, among your social circles. Maybe not at work, but at least in your social circles. So there's that. I guess I won't take it back. I will just let my client see what they can do with it, because they might actually have a better way of kind of doing this. Because yeah, you know, sometimes I give people advice, and most of the time when I give advice on this channel, it's based on my own personal experience. When I give advice to my clients on YouTube, it's usually based on my own personal experience, on my as a viewer and as a creator. But occasionally a crazy idea like, ooh, let's give fashion designers you know, ideas on how to because you know, I was just talking about how I actually manage. Well, I'm not the first person to do this. I actually saw this on an English speaking channel, but on my Indonesian channel, I did a couple of readings on how to build your YouTube channel, or what you can do to your to help your YouTube channel grow. And for example, I came up with one pile that advised that you should be more interactive, you should be more communicative, you should what's that word, interact more with your community in the comment section. And another one was be yourself, stop trying to do what everybody else is doing. Another one was find your niche. Again, don't do what everybody else is doing. It'll look weird at first, but it'll work out in the long run. And I think that is reasonable advice. You know, sometimes I kind of I don't know why this is turning into a little kind of Dear Diary kind of video, but sometimes I really doubt the advice I give people. And as much as I like the idea, not to toot my own horn, but I just saw 52, because 152 is my modeling name, so that might So some of you watching this, if you've made it to this point, some of you might be models. And if you develop your personal style, oh, I'm channeling. I'm channeling. If you're a model and you have your personal style, you should post that a lot on social media, because that's how I understand that models are supposed to be hangers and they're supposed to be expressionless, emotionless, and not have personality. But maybe you can be one of those, kind of like those 90s supermodels who had personality. Maybe you can be one of those if you develop your own style instead of just wearing what people tell you to wear. Yeah, sometimes I do doubt my own kind of advice. I mean, I like my ideas. Obviously, most people who have an idea and they get excited about it enough and confident enough to share it with another person, then they usually like their own ideas. You kind of have to like your own ideas. So it's not that narcissistic for me to even bring that up. It's just that some people just don't say that kind of thing out loud, you know? Who would say, "Oh, I like my own ideas?" Because that sounds so narcissistic, but deep down, we all like our own ideas. Otherwise, we wouldn't share them, right? But sometimes, as much as I like my own ideas, after a while, maybe I overthink, but sometimes I do doubt myself and I come to actually, maybe I should bring it up to my client. I should tell my client that, you know what, I was just pulling BS out of my ass when I told you that you could use tarot cards to give advice to fashion designers, and I tried it on my own on camera, and it didn't work out as swimmingly as I thought. And maybe you can work with it better because maybe you know how that works, fashion designing. But yeah, I'm just going to be transparent. I'm just going to be honest with them. As soon as they get back from their trip, I will have a talk. I will tell them that I actually tried to implement my own idea and it didn't turn out that great. Okay, so thank you for watching. If you made it this far, thank you to all my new subscribers and my OG subscribers. I really appreciate you. If you have any feedback on this, or you actually resonated with some of this, especially this, I'm really curious about what happened to the air signs. Let me know, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Bye!